the 2 bags that I had brought. That had all my clothes in it. It also had my guitar, which was something that I really wanted to have during that trip. Something that I noticed in that trip, though, was for the first 18 days, and don't get me wrong, I had no belongings, no guitar, anything for 18 days in that trip. I was miserable. I could not find joy throughout the day because all I was concerned about was, when are my bags going to come? When is my guitar going to come? When am I going to have the stuff I was so comfortable with back at home? And it made me realize, as I look back on that, I don't think I realized it when I was there in Africa, but I was holding on to my belongings so dearly. And that was the one thing that was going to bring me comfort when I was in this new country, in this new experience, and I had no idea what was in front of me. And now all of a sudden my bags are gone. I don't have my guitar, I don't have the things that are bringing me comfort and bringing me joy throughout the day. So what did that mean for me when I was in Ethiopia? How was I going to be putting confidence and well-being into a relationship with Christ? I don't think I did that for the first 18 days because I was so focused on my belongings. And it just made me miserable. So we're going to go in and talk about the difference between the Good Shepherd and the hired hand. So Josh, can you move that first slide there? So Jesus says in verse 11, I am the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand is not the shepherd who owns the sheep. So when he sees the wolf coming, he abandons the sheep and runs away. Then the wolf attacks the flock and scatters it. The man runs away because he is a hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the Good Shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father. And I lay down my life for the sheep. So in here, Jesus is talking about 2 differences between the Good Shepherd and a hired hand back in this day. And the first difference that he's making is that the Good Shepherd has a close relationship with his sheep. The Good Shepherd knows his sheep. He wants to know his sheep. He wants to know everything about his sheep. Earlier in the text it says that the shepherd calls his sheep by name and leads them out and they listen to his voice. Calls them by name. I don't know about you, but when I think about sheep, I don't think I can make any kind of a difference between one or the other. If there's 20 sheep out there, I'm not going to be able to tell, hey, that one's Jack and that one's Zach or whatever. That kind of rhymes. That's weird. I can't tell the difference between the sheep. I don't have that ability to know them that well. So the fact that a good shepherd can call his sheep out by name. And also later he says, I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. In this way, the shepherd wants to know everything about his sheep. He wants to know how they function. Just funny, weird things about them. He wants to know everything. He wants to have an intimate and close relationship with them. And God is showing that distinction because he wants to have that relationship with us. He wants to know everything that makes us up, everything that's in our heart's desires.